wide receiver. There are few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the Seahawks and the Panthers, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Young wasting no time, right to the air. It's caught by OBJ. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And Young's throw there incomplete. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw, Young. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Keon White racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And what a performance he is coming off of. I know that this is a different era of football where we're throwing it around a heck of a lot more, but still, over 500 yards passing.
500.
That's phenomenal, incredible. Let's see if he can take last week's game and carry it forward and have another similar performance.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, you flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they got to string together a nice drive to help themselves out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young will set to throw. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass? Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Young looks to throw on first down. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
That throw by Young incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
It'll be Young again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin Bush in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Levis. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Levis to throw off play action. That is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Throws right side. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Levis now off of play action. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And Young's throw there incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Young now. And this is going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Take it at the 37. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Play action now. Levis. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurt.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Devin Bush, what a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. Throwing on second and long. Young, open receiver. That's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Young on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Seahawks add 6 to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And it is 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback. And they'll begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Boye Mafe coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Young to throw it. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Off the play fake, Levis. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Levis looking to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first-half lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Young on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Boye Mafe. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And they will take over 1st and 10. And out now come the Seahawks. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On first down, Levis. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 1st and 10, it's Levis. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he stopped immediately there.
Tackled that time by Derek Hall.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time, multiple guys get to it.
Ready.
3rd and long for Young.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Ford.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, Young.
This ball complete to Thielen going across the middle.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Young.
Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And Young's throw there incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Levis.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Ready.
A 1st down throw for Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Levis now on 1st and 10. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Levis. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panther offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
1st and 10, here's Levis.
He's got a man, that's caught, left sideline.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Levis to throw off play action. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Jalen Virgil, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half.
On the double. Black swap. Blue check.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here is Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Young will set to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Odell Beckham, 52 yards. And the Panthers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. York now for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action now, Levis. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Levis to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Levis throwing again on 2nd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Young now after the fumble recovery. Short throw underneath to Hurst. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
On play action, Young. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Devin Bush, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Devin Bush drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And it's fielded at the 34. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jalen Virgil with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Meanwhile, Young's throw here on target to Hurst. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at them that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Levis now off of play action.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown.
Jalen Virgil.
A dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns.
And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers now set to take over offensively. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. It's Marte Mapu.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Well, they go play action. Here's Levis.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Young to throw it. Quick slant complete to OBJ. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. And we're back now in Charlotte. The offense on 3rd down, an almost unimaginable 0 for 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw, Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. Now he's free at the 35 and down to the 27-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake, Levis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right. Pad the stats when you get an opportunity. It'll certainly help you come contract time.
2nd down, here's Levis. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Levis back to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Levis now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Levis. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Chigakakwo, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That throw by Young incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Come on.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Deron Payne with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
This is taken around the 12. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
First and 10, it's Levis.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks extend their lead yet again.
Myers connects on the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
17.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Carolina offense about ready to go. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. This offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Young from the shotgun.
Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Stand. Hut.
Now Young. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Deron Payne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Young now.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard.
His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down with a first down as they get about 14 out of that one. And we go to the 2-minute warning.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's
rush coming, and he's taken down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Levis to throw off play action. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, let's face it, not a lot left for them to prove in this game, but they're still throwing the football. I guess, of course, CD, you could always get the backup some work. There's new plays to try out. But some people, let's face it, they just want to run the score up. It's fun.
I love the way that you expressed that because you gave plenty of reasons why people like to do things. But ultimately, they just like to keep their foot on the gas, and they just want to tromp on teams. And what I like to see is, if you like to do that, how do you handle it when it comes back against you? On those days where someone can run it up on you, do you handle it the way that you expect your opponent to? If so, keep doing your thing.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Play action now. Levis
rolling to his right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Panthers coming out now.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He'll fire this complete to Hurst down the field. Still on his feet.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Extra point by York is up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. Now he's into the clear again,
and he takes it on